From the underground, we are coming to you live. Today we are on Diablo 4 for sure. Doing this some more, winning from within. We are on day 363. Health, wealth, peace, prosperity, clarity, all good things coming to us, coming through us. I hope you guys are all having a good day today, champs. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's night going? How's everybody's flow going? We're winning from within once again. Shout out to my man Zen. Thanks for smashing up the likes already. You heard me holding it steady. I'm getting ready to hold it steady, champs. We're on that Diablo. We were on Rivals for about a week, maybe about 8 days. Had fun, but got bored, champs. And it was too Overwatchy, right? So it started reminding me of Overwatch more and more in the sense of the matchmaker and all that. So I started getting bored of that. So we're on Diablo. We're running this tonight. I don't know how long I'll be running it, but we'll see. For now, we're gonna run it up for tonight. What's going on, Zen? How you doing, champ? Appreciate those likes. What's going down? These guys are kind of cooking me out here, though. So I'm going through with my Barb setup. I haven't played this game in a little bit. I normally like to go Paladin. But since Paladin been kind of nerfed a lot, we're going to go back Barb. Chilling, just trying to get better at basketball. How's that going? I know you've been playing ball since we talked. How's ball going? I remember the ball days, man. Those days were a lot of fun for me. How's your stamina? You feel like your stamina's good or bad or what? How you feel about your stamina? Freshman now, played for Summer League, yeah. It's good. You want to get better. That's good though. That's good. You're motivated, right? You're motivated to get better. So that's half of it right there, right? Is wanting to actually get better. What are some of the things you're doing? You training? What you doing? You practicing? You got a squad you playing with? Because those are the things that's going to help you. You want to, if you haven't, definitely start doing some drills. Definitely do drills. And everything you're kind of doing in practice, do it when practice is over, right? So you want to work on your game apart from the game. So if you're only practicing at practice, then you're not going to get very good. So make sure you're practicing outside of practice, right? That would be my biggest recommendation is practice something every single day. Right? Every day you should be practicing something. Whether it's dribbling, shooting, even if it's just like a lighter day. Right? Where you don't, because you don't want to overtrain because that's how you can get injuries. But every day you can train something. Even if it's just dribbling left-handed, right-handed, backboards, right? You can do lighter days. Right? So every day doesn't have to be a hard day, but every day, especially if you're not where you want to be, you definitely want to be doing something. And especially until you get your fundamentals on point. So the good thing is now, that you're young, like you can have like 3 or 4 hard days. And then have like 2 or 3 days that's light. Because basketball is very skilled as well as very athletic mixed together. So you want to incorporate the two. So yeah, appreciate that 1K, champ. Grind is mad slow right now. We're just starting up this character, so we're moving mad slow. This area is so foggy. Everything is dark. I really need to fix my sleep. Yeah, you got to get sleep, right? That's just how humans are designed. You got to sleep. Because your body's tired, right? So if your body's tired, even if you're good, you're not going to perform as good. And if you're bad, you're just going to perform worse. So what you definitely want to do, and it could be hard to go to sleep on, if you know there's a game night. Like, I don't know if you know about Kobe, but he never slept well. He talked about that all the time. Especially on game days, it's harder to sleep. So the best thing to do, once again, is to get your skill up to a level where whether you got sleep or not, you have go-to moves that people just cannot stop. Right? I had a few go-to moves that... Appreciate those gifts. What's going on, Overwatch? What's going on? Appreciate the heart being to go popular. I had a few go-to moves that no matter how well I slept or how tired I was, they could not stop that move. And that's what you have. You got to develop a skill. And again, I don't know your height, your weight, your size, your strength, your athleticism, etc. So you have to play within the realms of your physical prowess. But you have to develop your skill where no matter what, for example, your handle should be where no one's stealing that ball. Right? No one should be able to steal the ball from you. That's one example. Right? So that's the small thing. So work on those fundamentals, man. Get those fundamentals up to where they cannot be stopped. And get them to a place where people are frustrated. People get frustrated when they play against you. And that's when you know you're doing a good thing. Right? Overwatch, what's going down from the underground? How you doing, man? We're winning from within. What's the move? It's just work on your in and outs. Work on your in and outs. Work on your dribbling. Right? There's all different type of dribbling technique. Right? Behind the back, between the legs, your in and outs. Just your fundamentals. You should be able to go left hand, right hand, like in your sleep. That just has to be foundational. You should be able to left hand dribble, right hand dribble in your sleep, behind the back, in and out, between the legs, and never lose your handle. It doesn't matter how fast you're going, how slow you're going, because if you can't dribble, you can't do anything, right? That's just what it is. And I'm gonna assume you're not a God-gifted athlete. What is a God-gifted athlete? The 0.01% of the people on the planet. Right? God-gifted athletes, even they have to have that too. So, your dribbling and your ability to get to that rim or to see it or to get to it just has to be undisputable. You know what I mean? And that's going to help you a lot. And then work on your shot. Get the dribble first and work on your shot. All right, hold on, champs. Let me focus on what I got to do. I'm trying to help my man Zen because I used to play ball, so I'm not tripping on teaching them some things here or there. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to work hard. People unfollowed? Yeah, people unfollow all the time. Yeah, sometimes bots follow you. Sometimes bots follow you. They unfollow you. And when you change games, right, people are looking for certain content. So, yeah, people follow. They unfollow all the time. That's nothing new. They follow. They unfollow. Especially when you play different games, they unfollow a lot. So, yeah, one thing we always tell you here, we don't get caught up on the numbers, right? The numbers come and go. They go up. They go down. Those are things we can't control, right? The only thing we can control is winning from within, being the best version of ourselves, right? That's all we can control. So that's all I worry about. I don't really get caught up on that. The biggest thing is just building a core, right? Building a core audience is all I care about because everybody, people come and go. That's just life, So it's just what it is. Right? Some people, they might really like what you're playing, they follow for that. And then, you know, if you ain't playing it no more, they just keep seeing you. They don't want to see that no more. They're gonna unfollow. And you know, that don't bother me. That's why if I see someone follow me, and I see them unfollow me, and they refollow me because I play a certain game, I just ban them, right? Because I don't like people following for games. If you follow for a game, I'm not mad at you, but if that's all you following for, I'm gonna ban you as soon as I can. But anyway, Zen, did that help a little bit? That should help you actually a lot. What's going on with y'all? You just chilling? That's what's up. Yeah. Yeah, it can be tough building up those skills, but that's the fun in it. And I think that's where I kind of learned to like hard things was playing sports, playing basketball in particular. And you know, some people are just naturally good at shooting. Some people are naturally good at dribbling. Some people are naturally good at both. And you gotta remember, these guys have been playing since they're 3 years old. So, you know, basketball is a extremely difficult sport because the levels of competition are. You'll see it if you keep playing. You'll see it. And I call them the gods. You'll see them out there. You'll see those 8th graders and 9th graders slam dunking, and they're already going to go to the league. They already know they're going to the league in 9th grade. So the grade you are right now, there are guys already getting NBA offers to Nike to play in the USA basketball team already. Right? So you got to remember, those are the guys you're going against. Right? Even if you never see one in real life, that's the space you're in. So you're going to be going against supernatural talent mixed with hard work. So go out there and work hard, keep winning from within, and just have fun, you know. And that's all you can do. Yeah, pretty good with fundamentals. Yeah, that's good. That's what's up. That's exciting, man. It reminds me of my training days. You know. Let me get out of here. My dude is so weak right now, man. We got it. My dude mad weak right now, champs. I'm trying to fight somebody. I might have to lower the difficulty, but I don't want to. Problem is, they're just not giving me XP. For anybody that I kill, I'm barely getting any XP for it. I'm so weak right now. I don't know why my character is this. I mean, he's mad weak, and then on top of that, we're not getting no XP for killing these guys. I gotta get some better weapons. We gotta get. Nirvana, what's going down from the underground? What's going down? What's going down? Yo, I remember going back watching your old Diablo streams. That's what's up. Yep, we're back on it live right now. For now. I don't know how long I'll play it through this time, but I got tired of Rivals. I started to feel like Overwatch again, so I said, uh-oh. We don't want to take a break from Overwatch and feel like we're playing Overwatch. So I said, yeah, we getting off that. Problem is, man, my dude this guy is struggling, bro. I can't really level up. He ain't leveling up fast enough. Not dropping no XP. Come on, let's go. We gotta find some weaker enemies. Yeah, it's mad chill. It's so do you remember No Rest for the Wicked? Do you remember you playing that game? So Diablo is a very simple game. All it is an ARPG. What is that? Top down, third person slasher where you get loot. It's a power scaling game. Right. So all you're doing in these kind of games is fighting, killing, leveling up, getting better loot, getting stronger. Rinse, repeat. That's it. That's the game right there. Right. Very simple, not hard. Now, this game, for some reason, I don't know why they're not giving me no XP, so I'm struggling right now. But Diablo games aren't very hard normally, but I'm struggling right now because I'm just not leveled right. Now, No Rest for the Wicked, that's a hard game. This game isn't hard. But like I said, because they're not giving me no XP, so my leveling up is very slow. Normally they level up a lot faster. So we're kind of struggling right now. So very simple. It's a very simple game. Simple. Just get gear, get strong, and just keep fighting. Power fantasy. That's all it is. Very fun, addictive gameplay. Yeah, this game, yeah, the No Rest for the Wicked definitely is. This game, the combat isn't, it looks better. So this game, to me, looks great, but it doesn't feel great, right? There's no vibration in the controller. There's no real feel. That's one of the gripes I have with the game. So you can get bored because there's just no feeling. It's just hitting buttons, so you don't really feel nothing. Now, if you get attacked, there's some vibration. But I love the music. I love the visual style. So there's a lot of other things that I like. I like the graphics. So there's a lot of other things that come into place that I enjoy. I like the loot, power scaling, stuff like that. This is one of those games, like, if you're in it, you're in it, you know, but if you're not, it can be hard to get into it, if that makes sense. So right now, I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily in it, but I'm not out of it. And I can't do anything right now. I have to run away from every battle. Because I'm mad weak. Appreciate those likes. I'm thinking about streaming The Last of Us maybe tomorrow. It depends. But I'm definitely going to probably stream that game very soon. The Last of Us, number 2. And then after that, I'm probably going to stream God of War. So, probably when I get done with this, I'll be on that. Reason why I'm trying not to die is because when you died, so right now I'm trying to collect these crystals. It's called a cinder. It's like this orange crystal you'll see on the ground. I need 75 of those. If I get 75, you can take it to a chest, get some loot out. Right now in the beginning game, we're just trying to get, you're always trying to get loot in this game, but in the very beginning levels, it's like pivotal, right? Because I don't have no gear. And unlike No Rest for the Wicked, that game requires a lot of skill and gear. This game just requires really just gear. Not much skill. I might need to use this. Give me that damage reduction. This might be better. I mean, this taunts enemies and brings them to me. Alright, let's go with this. We'll go with challenging shout. Yeah, so Diablo's a game I come to it maybe every season or so. I'll play it for a little bit. You come back. And then we'll do it again. Very fun. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, there's a storyline. Pretty decent story. Yeah, it's a story. It's on Game Pass. I don't know if you have Xbox. I don't know if you do. If you have Xbox, it's on Game Pass. Try it out. If you don't, then I don't know if it's on PlayStation. It's a chill game. In my opinion, it's a fun game. You know, in my opinion. You know, but I've always liked these kind of games. You know, so when it first came out, I had a huge blast on it. I've even been thinking about streaming Super Smash Brothers, champs. We're gonna have to run a Super Smash Brothers stream as well. So I don't know when, but we're gonna run it all up eventually. We used to love Super Smash. We used to be playing Super Smash Brothers all the time, man. I haven't played that game in so long. I know I'm gonna be washed on it, but man, those were the days. And they didn't give me nothing from this chest. Looking forward to Last of Us? Yeah. I haven't, you know, it's funny, right? I played it for like 10 minutes and I'm in this place that I'm kind of stuck on just because I started playing it and I just stopped playing it, so I don't even know like what I'm doing or, you know, where I'm at, you know, in the game right now. So I don't want to be stuck on the stream, but it's all good. We'll figure it out. Then we'll run up God of War. And we'll definitely got to get at least one Super Smash Brothers stream. You know, just for old time's sake. You mean Sora? You know, it's crazy. You know, Sora, you know, it's been such a long time since I played that game that the last person, you know who I like? I like Incineroar. He's so fun to play, man. Incineroar, I just have a blast with him. What up? What's going on, Dalton? What's going down from the underground? Good game. I just don't like what they did to Uniques. Oh, man, yeah, I haven't even... As you can tell, I started Spiritborn, and then I felt bored. So I started all over, went Barb. I'm just playing it now. I haven't even gotten, as you can see, far at all. I'm literally in the beginning. I'm struggling just to kill these dudes here. So yeah, I haven't even gotten to the uniques now. Interestingly enough for me, bro, I didn't run really that many uniques. I only ran like 2 uniques on my paladin anyway. So I guess it just depends on how you built your character, you know? Because I never went like crazy in this game. Like once I hit Paragon, like the furthest I went in my Paragon was never like that far, you know what I mean? Maybe like, I mean, my highest, which was one time, I was like 275 or something like that. That was my absolute furthest, and I was just having a blast with the game. That was on my Barb a long time ago. Then when Paladin came out, I had a blast with him the first time, and you know. But yeah, I guess we'll see when we get there, right? I heard you can customize the unique stuff. Is that true or no? I'm just not hitting hard right now. Lord of Hatred expansion. Yeah, this is it right here. Yeah, this is it. Yes. I did Lord of Hatred, and now this is the season 14, whatever this one's called. Which God of War, Ragnarok? You know, it's funny, I wasn't able to get into that one. You know, I loved 2018, and Ragnarok, man, I still haven't been able to get into it. So it's like I struggled, you know, I'm gonna have to change this I'm gonna have to change this skill. I don't like it. Not where I'm at. Yeah, I beat it. Yeah, I beat it. I didn't struggle with it. You know, in the beginning I did. My difficulty was too high. I dropped my difficulty and then I leveled up and then I was fine. Yeah, I was fine after that. Yeah, what about you? Lord of Hatred was dope. I really enjoyed Lord of Hatred, actually. That was probably one of my favorite seasons. I had a lot of fun on that one. Yeah, you know, they're remastering the old school God of Wars, which I'm actually really looking forward to that as well. And they're bringing back the original voice actor that did the one through however many he did. So it's cool that he's back in the series, right? You know, in that series at least, because you know Christopher Judge is the new God of War. The other dude, I don't know his name. You know, the brown skinned dude. He's doing the other one. So yeah. Whole Lord of Hatred expansion, yeah, it was sick, bro. You know, that's what was crazy, because I was actually playing the Lord of Hatred expansion, and that's when I saw the Overwatch skin for Maga with the Druid skin. Yeah. Yup. So I remember going back to Overwatch and then buying the skin just because of that collaboration. I saw the collaboration because I was playing this game, and you know they announced it. You know, they're like, "Yeah, we got," because you know it's a sister company. You know, we got this game, so. All right, Chance. I don't know what's going on. A portal just opened up. It looks like it disappeared.
No idea.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. The Mephisto fight was dope. I like that. It looks like they have a lot of more things that they're actually trying to do with the game. So, I don't know what else they have in store, but they're clearly wanting to build upon it. I know, man. The original voice actor is good. Yeah, he did really good at capturing that, you know, that rage. That's what's interesting about Kratos, right? Is that Kratos, because, and this is kind of like this weird thing going on, right? You know, they're making that live action series too, right? They're making like a live series, like a live action movie about it, or a series on it. And what's weird about Kratos, right, is that all his voice actors were original men, right? They're dark skinned, high testosterone men. Then, you know, his skin got bleached, and so it created this huge uproar. Kratos is dark. No, he ain't. And everybody's fighting. I'm like, listen, he's both. He's both. His voice actors, the essence of his character, are literally voiced by first men. He got his skin torn and paled and ashed up because of what he did with, what's that dude's name, Ares. Everybody was all up in uproar and this stuff. I said, man, people gotta relax, man. You know, they start getting mad because you can't get that right. It's because he's two different. He's two people. He's not one person. He's two different people. You have his voice actor, then you got his silhouette. So I said, look, just make it be a good job, and you know that's all you can do. People were fighting over that joint. But outside of that, yeah, man, I think I'm looking forward to the remaster. I'll watch the series as well if it's good, and you know we'll see how it turns out to be. You know, so I'll give it a peep and see how they do it. You know, if they do it well. Yeah, people, you know, and I can kind of get it, but it's like at the end of the day, man, it's fiction, and you know, because it's a video game, you know, people can't do that in real life, right? It's stuff you can do in the game, stuff you can't do. People can't voice two people, you know what I mean? So it's like people are just trying to do whatever their interpretation is, you know, and People be fighting. People just be fighting all the time, you know. But it's all good. You know, if it's good, it's good. You know. That's what I'm looking at. Now, what I'm trying to find now, champs, is I don't see any hell ties. The hell ties is when the map turns red. Okay, here we go. It's red now. Let's go. So we'll see, man. You know, I'm looking forward to it. What y'all think about that Marvel's movie coming out? Is anybody gonna go see that kind of Doom movie coming out with, you know, the Marvel Rivals movie in December? Not Marvel Rivals, but the Doom movie. Anybody gonna check that out? I think I'm gonna check it out, champs. It kind of reminds me of kind of Endgame 2.0. Should be. It's really good. Should be appearing now. Just hit 10 p.m. So Helltide starts being every hour. Okay, appreciate that. Yup. You might check it out. Yeah, I saw the trailer. I wasn't like going crazy for it, but you know, it ain't gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? To check it out. You know, it gives me more of that kind of Endgame vibe. You know what I mean? With Thanos when he was killing everybody, so I kind of felt like, kind of has that dread again. You know, that kind of dreadful type vibe to it. Spider-Man comes out in a week. I'm gonna watch Doomsday and Spider-Man 2. That new Spider-Man, I'm kind of confused about it. So that Spider-Man, right? Is that new Spider-Man that's out? Is that about? Correct me if I'm wrong. In the trailer, it's like their memory got wiped and he's trying to reintroduce himself. Is that what's happening in this new Spider-Man? Because I feel like that Spider-Man was so old. You know, that last one I saw. It was a long time ago. Doesn't look like anything crazy, I agree. Yeah. Doomsday movie definitely looks dope. Be seeing it for sure. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people were pissed off about Doom blocking Thor's attack. Said that Doom is strong, man. People don't know how strong that Doom is. That Doom is OP. You know, I think that's why they showed that. They wanted people to see, you know, how strong he was. Thor looking good. He did look good, man. He looked good. But he, you know, when he blocked his attack with those two fingers, you know, he was like, damn. He was like, he was like, damn. You know, nothing good gonna come out. Whatever the next attack gonna be. You know what's funny in those Marvel series? I don't never see Odin. I don't never see Odin at all. I'm wondering, will they ever bring Odin into, you know, into any of that kind of stuff? Because you'll see Thor a lot, but I don't never see Odin ever really, you know, come in or, you know, try to help out. It's like he just be on his own, you know, he just be doing his own thing. These dudes ain't dying, champs. Appreciate that. Oh, appreciate the join my club. What's going down? Yeah, these dudes ain't. Let's get out of here, champs. We just getting. We can't kill them guys. They're a little bit too chunky for me. I need to invest into some more offense here. You just need some better gear, bro. I mean, that's just all we need. We just need some gear. I don't know why the Helltide is so hard right now. So I haven't seen it like this. Let me level this up real quick. Hold on. That's defense. I need some offense. That's what we need, our war cry. I missed this move. Now the Barb's gonna come to life. When you got that war cry, now you can start going off. When you get that shout. Hold on, champs. Hold on. If I can remember how to. There we go. What's that gifted sound from? I have no idea, champ. I just heard it before and I liked it, so I said let me add it to the soundboard. I just heard it one day, but I'm not really sure where I actually heard it from. What's going on, oh? How you doing? What's going down? Yeah, that's what I'm saying about Odin. Like, let me ask y'all this. Is Zeus part of the Marvel universe as well? Because I know they're both Sky Fathers. But, you know, they've always kind of seemed to be just distant from everything else going on. You know what I mean? Because I know they'll make some appearances in some comics here and there, but it's kind of rare, you know, for stuff like that. Because I know he won't make an appearance in this. Yeah. I just thought about it, you know, because Thor, of course, you know, he's very proud to be Odin's son. But I'm like, I've never really seen Odin actually, like, do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's always just on his own thing. You know what I mean? He's just always doing his own kind of thing. So, just made me think about it for a second. Because I was like, if there's ever a time Thor needed some help, you know, it's now. Oh, we need more power. Smack this full up. Appreciate those likes, champs. Kanan, what up? Appreciate the like. And these guys are just crazy. Only have 14 cinders too. We need a new strategy, champs. This Hell Ties used to be quick. Now they're taking forever. And I don't know where to go to get some quicker gear. They used to drop gear faster and better. Yeah, Dalton, if you're still in the chat, I think you'll really enjoy No Rest for the Wicked. What's going on, Matt? What's going down? The Rider has returned. What's going down? Matt, it's been a long time since I've seen you, champ. What's going on? Matt, if you're into fighting games, I don't know if you are, but Marvel Tokon is a fighting game coming out real soon. They got Ghost Rider in that game. So, just want to let you know that I'm not too deep in the MCU lore yet. Me neither. That's why I was asking. Because you never know. Some people are crazy heavy into it. Yeah, for me, you know, the God of War Ragnarok was a little bit, it was just hard for me to kind of get into, you know, but we'll try it out again. Robbie Reyes, y'all. You gonna be playing it? Zeus is in Thor Love and Thunder. Okay. How did that go? Did they fight or what? What happened with that? It's kind of crazy that they have similar powers, but of course Zeus has more, you know, than just the lightning, you know. I was actually thinking about that. I'm dead here. I'm getting... Alright, good body right there. We barely made it out. He takes his lightning bolt. Zeus has yellow light. Were they friends or did they fight? Because you know Zeus gonna win. You know Zeus winning against Thor for sure. If they fight, that battle going to Zeus. I might get it, champ. But I want Halloween. You want Halloween? What's Halloween? Is that a game or what? What am I missing? I'm not getting it. Would love to watch you play Assassin's Creed on the stream. Yeah, man. I was thinking about getting that Black Flag. That game looks crazy beautiful, man. But I wasn't sure. You know what I mean? Like, I looked at it. I was like, yeah, it looks great. But I wasn't sure. You know, I'm the kind of guy, if I play a game, I gotta like it. You know what I mean? I gotta like what I'm playing. And I didn't want to drop $70 that I wasn't sure on. I've done that a few times, and then I'm like, damn, you know, I should never got it, you know, because this might be the only game that doesn't have the best combat that I like. But the Assassin's Creed games I've never really played them, you know, because it's never been like my style like that. But I've tried Valhalla and I did like it. But yeah, maybe if it comes to Game Pass or something, I'll try it out. Now the original is on Game Pass, but I'm talking about the remaster, right? The resynced. Because it looks good. It looks good. I've seen people playing it. It looks like a good game. But I don't know. I don't know for me if I'm not sure. So we'll just have to wait. Especially with all the games coming out. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing The Last of Us. It's in my library. Never played it very much. You know, same with the God of War Ragnarok. You know, then I know there's Animo coming out. You know, there's the Wolverine. You know, I mean, there's just so much coming out, man. There's No Rest for the Wicked. It's getting to a point where it's like, damn, I don't think I can play all the games. You know what I mean? So, like, and those are games I'm actually, like, looking forward to playing. You know what I mean? Odin Pass and the Thor Ragnarok movie. Okay. Yeah, it's a 5v1 symmetrical game about Michael Myers. Oh, okay. That sounds kind of... Is that kind of like by some Dead by Daylight type stuff? Is it like that? Because a lot of people have been asking me about Dead by Daylight lately. You know, they've been asking me, you know, did you ever play it? You know, no, I'm like, no, I'm not really into the horror games like that. You know, the only horror game that I'll play is No Rest for the Wicked. You know, that's the only kind of, you know, but in that game, even though it's hard, you're not like slow and like running for your life. You know, that game is like you're fighting, even though it's got some horror fighting. There's some real trippy stuff in that game, bro. There's some stuff that happened in that game that had me up at night researching what happened and why was it so trippy, bro. That game is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That game actually, like, for the first time, like, as a grown man, I was like, wow. You know, I was like genuinely low-key kind of terrified. I was like, yo, this is kind of horrifying. You know what I'm saying? That game is crazy, dog. It's like Friday the 13th, yeah. Crimson Desert got any DLC yet? I don't think so. I heard they're working on it. But they are still releasing and adding like stuff to the game more and more, like so many quality of life things still. You know, they just keep adding to it. So they're making this game called Doki V. Have you ever heard of it? You know, check it out if you haven't. It looks kind of insane. I've never seen a game like that before. I can't even describe it in words. So, I mean, it's nowhere near coming out, but I'm gonna check that out. What's going down, S? What's going down? What's going down from the underground? This feels like a Marvel Rivals game. Where you just kind of stand there. You know. Marvel Rivals, those fools just really be standing there. and getting healed. Man, these guys are kind of cracked. I might die here. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm still kind of weak. I'm not at the place where I could really destroy these guys. I'm not there yet. I am getting stronger, but I'm not strong enough. Yeah, I mean, new? No, but is it a different game? Yes. I play this game almost every season. I love this game. You know what I mean? Combat is not the strongest in the game, but I love everything else. I love the music. I love the graphics. I love the game. I don't know why. I just really enjoy it. It's not something I play for a very long time, but I'll play it for like a few days and really enjoy it. Damn. Hell ties are hard. Hey, Dalton, was the hell ties harder this time or what? All right, was this hilarious? Yeah, I hit GM, bro. And I went in there to play it today. And I said, yeah, I'm not doing this no more. It started feeling more and more like Overwatch, you know, all that MMR garbage. I said, I'm not. I'm taking a break from Overwatch for a reason, you know. So I said, yeah, we're gonna probably get on The Last of Us this week. After that, we'll be on some God of War. Of course, we're on Diablo. And then, you know, that Gears of War beta's coming out like in August. So there's like some crazy stuff coming out. I'm really excited for that Gears, though, man. That might be my like the way it's looking to me right now. That might be my personal game of the year. If it hits like how it looks, that and Phantom Blade Zero, those two might be my personal games of the year. Oh, and I can't forget No Rest for the Wicked. That's what I'm saying, man. There's just some. I'm gonna play GTA, of course. You know, but I'm probably like the only person not excited for that game. Just because, not because I hate on the game or nothing like that, but, you know, I'm not really a GTA guy, even though I really did like GTA 5. It's one of the greatest games I ever played, honestly, but I'm not like a GTA guy, naturally. But I'm still going to play 6, you know, and who knows, it might go crazy. It's on hard. Yeah, it's on hard, but normally I always have it on hard, and I don't really struggle like this on hard. You know, it's not even on Pentiment or nothing like that. They're not dropping any gear. That's what's crazy about in these hell ties. They're not dropping nothing. Last of Us is dope. I watched the series. I did watch a little bit. I watched the first season, but it was so slow. I just couldn't do it. It was too slow for me. I think they canceled that game, didn't they? I think they canceled it. Not game, the series. That guy was he was a great cast too for Joel. Couldn't get in Dead by Daylight. It's just not my kind of games, man. Yeah. We got season 2. Didn't watch Pedro Pascal. Yeah, he's been going crazy in the movies, man. He been glowing up heavy, man. So I'm happy for him that, you know, he been getting a lot of roles. He was in Narcos, which is one of my favorite series on Netflix. So he was there, and you know, it's always good to see people, you know, getting a lot of roles, you know, because that means, you know, they feed their family and etc. So he's a good actor. Yeah, these guys ain't not dying. It's almost like they're healing. Let's get out of here, champ. This ain't working. This ain't working. We gotta find someone else where we can actually kill somebody. we're doing nothing to these guys. Come on, let's go. We're not doing nothing. What about them? Those other guys are too squishy. I mean, too tanky. Oh yeah, that Doomsday trailer. Yup, I saw it. You know, interestingly enough, I saw that comic years ago before they even made a movie about it, right? So I was always shocked how Doom became that strong, the God and Emperor Doom, and I never sat right with me because I'm like, he always lost to the Fantastic Four. You know, he always lost to them, and then he comes back, destroying basically the whole universe. You know, he destroyed Thanos like nothing. And I was like, why did they give this guy this much, like, of a power creep? It was insane how much stronger they made this guy. You know what I mean? Because the Fantastic Four are really not that strong. You know, they ain't all that. And now he's coming back and no different Thanos and just doing crazy stuff. So when everybody's, you know, when you stop that Thor blade, I'm like, yeah, this dude is cracked. You know what I mean? He's a cracked, like, he's like if they made Superman just unhinged, unleashed, and he just did whatever he wanted. You know? So yeah, I saw it. What about you? What'd you think about it? You gonna check it out? By the way, I like Doom a lot. I like Doom. He's actually one of my favorite Marvel characters in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Right? So he was somebody that I've always enjoyed. I always thought he was a cool character. I just never liked how they had him always losing to the Fantastic Four. Because I was never a fan of the Fantastic Four like that. You know, I always thought he was better than them. But he would always lose to him. So then when they gave him that power creep, I was just kind of confused. He's going to kick some. Yeah, he is. Yeah, when he stopped that Thor blade like that, I'm like, damn. What's going to happen to Thor after that scene? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, because when Thor looked at him, you know, he was shocked. No pun intended, right? You know, because he's lightning. You know, I was like, y'all better call Odin. You know, but even at the stage Thor that Doom is at now, he'd probably stop Odin too. You know, he just had such a cracked. He became universal at that. He became like a universal threat where he was stronger than the Beyonders. So, I don't know if there was really anything that really anybody could do about it, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I'm looking to see how they kind of, what direction they take with it. You know, of course we know what happens in the comics, but it'll be interesting to see, you know, what direction they go. I know, yeah, that was great. You know, that was insane. You know, a lot of people were mad about that, but I said, yeah, bro, you know, that Doom is next level. I think people are just, they don't get it, you know, the story is pretty strong, and we never seen, like, there's been Fantastic Four movies, you know, and we've seen Doom lose a lot. We've seen Doom lose a lot. So people ain't used to seeing that. Like, they're, you know, you don't see Thor lose a lot, at least in the in the movies. And now you seeing him, you know, he's lost against Thanos, of course, and then he's lost against, you know, the Hulk and stuff like that. But a lot of people don't see that kind of stuff, you know. But nobody would imagine him losing to Doom. I think, you know, only that version of Doom would win. The normal version of Doom ain't beating Thor, in my opinion, because he just, you know, even though he's got the magic and he's got all those runes, it's just like the plot armor is just never on his side. So it just seems like they kind of wrote him that time and gave him the plot armor instead. You know. So we'll see. Because the superhero movies ain't been hitting for me lately, man. I ain't gonna lie. They ain't been hitting. Come on. I need more power, champs. Yeah, you just need some better gear. You'll be straight. You just get some better gear. I'm trying to open that chest up, but... Oh, come on, open this up. Hurry up. They ain't letting me do it. Hold on, we gotta wait them out. You wait for the Spider-Man. Yo, is that so? That Spider-Man coming out, is that one? Correct me if I'm wrong. So is that one the one where everybody lost their memory and they got it back? Because when that first one that came out a long time ago. And now he's kind of like going back, reintroducing himself to his girl and all that stuff. That's what it looked like, in the trailers. Yeah, they ain't giving me nothing, chance. We'll take that. All right, they're giving me a little bit more stuff, so we'll take it. Hold on, let's level up. Brand new day. I think it might be his powers are going to go insane. Wow. Hey, have you saw that Spider-Man Aurora on Amazon Prime? I actually watched that season. I thought it was pretty straight. Yeah, I thought it was pretty straight. I ain't gonna lie. It was weird seeing Spider-Man like that, But I like that it was different because we always see, young Spider-Man. We don't never get a chance to see old Spider-Man, Oh, snap. Get him. I've never seen this little guy before. Whoa. Oh, no. Look at this shit. What the? Wow. Holy moly. I'm glad there's people over here because I need help. Yeah, this is going to help me level up. This is what I need. Yeah, I need to be around people that can kill something. Bro, it's good. Check it out, man. It's good, dog. Yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, go watch it. It's good. I actually enjoyed it. I'm not even a big Spider-Man guy. But I enjoyed it. Spider-Man has like a crazy fan base. I don't know what it is about Spider-Man and why people love him so much, but people love Spider-Man. They really love that dude. I don't know why, Chance. Y'all tell me why. Why do you think people love him so much? He's cool, but I don't think he's like all that. But people do though. That's what I'm saying. Like, what am I missing?
Take heart, beloved.
What am I missing, champs? Now we're getting some gear here. That's what we need. We need more gear. We leveled up, which is good. 2 stacks of ferocity or slowing them down? Which one? Let's get this swing up. Where's my swing? We gotta go find some more people. The people will come. We gotta go to them. That's how you level up. We gotta go find where the people are at. There we go. Pretty much, we gotta have them carry us. Yeah. Ready for me? Man, 7 or 8. It was actually done really well, like in the sense of I just never saw that kind of Spider-Man before. So I would give it out of that like an 8. I give it an 8. And, you know, it's funny. I'm not even like a big Nicolas Cage guy. You know what I mean? But they did a great job of just capturing that version of Spider-Man. And it was weird to see him like that, to me. You know, because we only see him like in one way. So that was the first time I was like, what's going on? I watched it because I'm like, what's going on with this guy? You know what I mean? I really was like, what's going on with him? So the curiosity factor that I had was really like, yo, I got to see this through. So yeah, you know, and it's kind of hard to get me to kind of get my attention sometimes. So I'll give it an 8, man. And that means a lot for me. So if I give something an 8, maybe that means someone else probably will give it a 10. You know, just because, not necessarily like best combat or nothing. It's just the story of it and like what he went through and kind of how he dealt with it. You know, and how he kind of, I don't want to give it away. You know, so just, I just thought it was good. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep watching this. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It's funny because he's Ghost Rider as well. Oh yeah. People were saying that exactly. Yeah, people were saying that. They're like Ghost Rider playing Spider-Man. You know. But that Ghost Rider movie, that's old though, right? They haven't made a Ghost Rider movie in a while. They made 2? Okay. How's work been, champ? I know you've been working a lot. How's work been for you? Hopefully it's a lot better than, you know, it was last time we talked. It's been a while. Whoa. Get me out of there. That's what we need. We need that. We need them level ups, yup. I need these guys to carry me. Bro, Ghost Rider coming Doomsday or Secret Wars, I'm gonna scream. Man, I don't think you want him to come out in that Doom Wars, man. I don't think that's where you want him to come out at, man. Doom gonna be killing everybody. And the thing with that, there's like a lot of X-Men in that show too. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. That would be a crazy collab because I've never seen him at all with the Avengers or nothing like that. He's kind of like Spawn, you know, kind of solo dolo, you know, kind of anti-hero like, you know. But since Doom is on the crusade, I don't know if that's when we want to see him. Damn. Yo, these guys are cracked, bro. Yeah, Doom is just terrorizing that universe, man. They just basically what they did with them, bro. They just took all the plot armor that he had against him. They just took it off and made it for him, and he's just unstoppable. Yeah, I don't know if you know who the Beyonders are, but they're like the most powerful group of people in that Marvel verse, and he went and took them out. So yeah, he's on a whole different. He's on a whole nother tier. He's like in that kind of Galactus, Zeus, Odin, Skyfather. You know, he's like above the Beyonders type power in that verse. So I don't know what's going on with all that and what they're trying to do with it, but there's no way that group of people want to stop him. That's for sure. Thor and Cyclops and all, they ain't doing nothing. The Hulk, none of them guys want to do nothing to him. I need more offense. I guess I used it all up. And takes out Kane. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. He's that plot line is just all him. You know what I mean? It's like that Thanos arc all over again. You know, when he took out Thanos in that 1v1 no diff. I say, yeah, they didn't make this guy crack, man. Because, you know, Thanos is very strong, and they took him out. He no-diff Thanos, so that's when I say, yeah, there's something different about this guy, you know. I don't know what they did to him and why they did that to Doom and made him that way, but he out there going crazy. Starting to get a little bit faster, champs. We're starting to get a little faster, a little bit stronger. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm curious to see what they do. Because in Infinity War, right, we know they went back in time because there was nothing they could do. Which was a weird plot device in and of itself. But that was just fan service and a way to make more money. So I ain't mad at them for doing it. It was just two birds and one stone, right? What they're gonna do with this, I don't know, because he's a bigger threat than even Thanos was, without needing any type of stone or nothing, So I'm curious to see that approach. But the whole trailer just has Doom written all over it. And I don't mean Doom like as the character. I mean like Doom and despair. Like everybody looks like, damn, this is it for us, right? Everybody, Magneto looking at Professor X like, yeah, this is it. Everybody just looking at each other like. So it's just Endgame 2.0. You know what? Let's get 15 more cinders. Then we're gonna try to go do a nightmare. I don't really like the nightmare dungeons, but we're gonna have to try to do one because that's how we get, I guess, more rare, like more items and stuff. We can reset it. He gonna hit him with that. Yeah, we saw Cyclops. I mean, they showed it. I mean, they showed Cyclops completely lost it. Right? He full-blown laser beam, even though it's not really a laser beam, but we get the point, but we saw Thor go full power, right? That was everything he had. He was like what do you do after that? What do you do when your strongest attack gets blocked like this, champs? They took that straight from Dragon Ball Z when Trunks fought Frieza. That was straight from that scene right there. When Frieza came up and was... Wait, no, I'm sorry. When Goku fought Trunks and Trunks came out there and was doing all those attacks. That's what it was. And Goku was blocking all Trunks' attacks with his fingers. Yeah, Trunks fried Frieza. Yeah, he didn't play around with her. Yeah, he fried Frieza. Frieza didn't stand a chance. He cut Frieza up 1,000 times and then blasted him like the... He hit Frieza with a Hadouken. Yeah, Frieza. But I love Trunks, man. He didn't play no games. He came out there and gave everybody the smoke. But he went through some hella trauma, champs. Trunks went through the realest trauma in everybody in Dragon Ball Z, man. That story was sad. What Trunks went through was sad, champs. I don't think enough people talk about that. I felt for Trunks. I damn near started crying, champs, when that happened. More early? Nope. It's just you. It's just you, because I stream around 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. Every day, champ. It's around 8 or 9. If anything, I've been streaming a little bit later, to be honest. I used to stream exactly at 8. But, we got things to do. We got responsibilities. We got life, so we get to it when we get to it. You heard me? Straight up! So I've been getting to the streams a little later. Around, like... 8. I mean, sometimes around 8:30, 9. Yeah. My wife loves that scene, man. That joint was so cold. when he fried Frieza like that. The Super Saiyan hair was so beautiful. Yeah. You know, as a kid, that was... As an adult, I got different thoughts about it now. But as a kid, it was beautiful to see. Get him. My bad. No, it's all good. There ain't no worse, champ. Yeah, I normally stream around 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ain't no big deal. Mortal Kombat, of course. Of course. You hear my soundboard? We grew up on Mortal Kombat, man. We grew up on fighting games. So, of course, I play Mortal Kombat, man. I haven't played it in a long time, though. But, yeah, growing up, man, you know, Sub-Zero, that was my favorite character. You know what I mean?
Brutality. Flawless victory.
For sure. That game is so iconic, man. I mean, that's a... You know... But see, what happened with me... Once I went to Marvel vs. Capcom, I never went back. Yeah, I never went back after that, champ. What about you? Cabal, hey. Yeah, Cabal was sick. Yeah, Cabal was sick. You know who was cold, though? Kano. Kano was sick. A lot of people don't give Kano credit.
Flawless.
Kano went crazy. You went against a dope Kano with that spinning ball and that, yeah, Kano went off. You just gotta know. Kano went crazy. Yeah. Kano was tough. You know, me, you know, my favorite character was Sub-Zero and Raiden. You know, that's who I liked the most. But so many of them characters was cold. You know, the robot dude, I don't know his name, Cyrax. You know, Ermac. I mean, a lot of them dudes were so sick, man. Noob, the smoke dude. You know, of course, Sub-Zero was crazy. Scorpion was crazy. Goro was a problem. Shang Tsung is sick, right?
Flawless victory.
Who else? Who else went really crazy? Liu Kang, Johnny Cage was crazy. I mean, they just had a dope cast of characters, man. I mean, really, a lot of them dudes was really a nightmare in that game. For real. A lot of them dudes would fry you in that game. They did a really good job in that game of making, like, almost all the characters, like, good. For real. What's that girl's name? One of them girls was real crazy, too. What's that girl's name? Not Sonya. I think it was like Jade or something like that. She was insane. Baraka was insane. Yeah, bro. They just had like insane dudes in that game. Yeah, Melina, bro. She was crazy, dog. She was crazy good. Yeah, you get fried in that game. Reptile, yup. Reptile and Rain, yup. You bringing them names up. Yup, Rain was cold, bro. Yup, Kano. Your Uncle Cook, champ. I got so much nostalgia MK9 back then, kind of to see me with the MK1. Yeah, man. The MK was sick, bro. Yeah, Raiden's OG, you know. Yeah, I mean, that's a good game. I mean, it's still dope to this day. You know, still got a great... That's actually the most popular fighting game outside of Super Smash. You know, but the thing is, I got a homie that's like top 5 in that game. That's all he plays. And, you know, the combat never really evolved, right? So it's still kind of like the same. So once I went Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I didn't really like the combat like that no more. you know, kind of stiff and, you know, like weird, like 2-3 hit combo over and over. But yeah, I mean, it's a good game, you know. And then of course I like Street Fighter as well. Thanks for the likes, champs. When they added the horror icons and X, that was super cool. Yeah, man, I don't even know what X is. I ain't even gonna lie to you, dog. It's been a long time since I played it, but it's just an iconic game. And it's such a legendary game that you just can't forget about it. You know what I mean? You can't forget.
Fatality.
You know what I mean? The dude's voice is so good. Like, the dude's voice is so just iconic. You know, fatality, brutality, all the different alities in that game. It's just an iconic game, man. It's just iconic, man. It's just what it is. It's just a legendary game to this day. To this day, it's just a beast mode of a game. And you know, fighting games is a different breed. You know, them fighting games are hard because people think those shooting games are hard. They ain't. Shooting games are none compared to fighting games because it's just 1v1. Them dudes be playing them games like they in an NBA team or a football team. Like they be in the lab training every single punch and hit and what frame. Like them games are really hard. So you gotta be built different, especially in today's time to be playing fighting games. Because them dudes will only play that. And they be having tournaments for the games. You know, they be going crazy on them fighting games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to try to play a fighting game. I'm actually going to start up Super Smash Brothers, champs. I'm going to stream Super Smash Brothers. I know I'm going to get fried in that game. I haven't played Super Smash Brothers in so long, but I'm going to get on there at least play one stream with it. But the thing with fighting games, it's like, man, you're not going to get carried in the fighting game. It's just you versus that person, you know? Nobody's going to save you in a fighting game. Like, you're just going to get cooked. And that's why people don't play it. Because they start crying, they get mad, they start rage critting. You know, in fighting games, they don't show you no mercy. There ain't no mercy in no fighting game, bro. But, you know, that's the fun in it. You know, getting better and doing cool stuff. What else can we do here, champs? Yeah, let's stun these fools. Let's stun them up. Stun them up. Tekken goes hard, too. Yeah, Tekken's real technical. I tried to get into that latest Tekken, but I just couldn't. I be seeing dudes play that game a lot on my feed. A lot of dudes on that God of Destruction stuff. And I tried to get into it, bro, but I couldn't. I was never, like, super big into Tekken. I did play it, but I always gravitated more towards Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom. Not gonna lie, Mortal Kombat was really cooking my brain. Yeah, it's a hard. All fighting games are pretty difficult. You know, they're not easy. You gotta have dedication. Yeah, it's mental. Oh yeah, for sure. But that's my point, right? Is that it's a different type of breed of game. Yeah, fighting games are real niche because, like you said, you got to be okay with losing. And a lot of people don't like to lose, but see, what a lot of people don't realize, it's not even about the loss. It's more about the experience that you gain. So it ain't about losing, it's about getting better. But see, people don't see it that way. Right. And it's a different kind of, it's just different in the fighting game. It's just different. You know, especially in today's time where everybody want to play co-op and they want to play with their friends and stuff like that. You ain't got no friends now unless you playing like a... I don't think there is a co-op fighting game that I can think of. Not in the traditional sense, you know. I think Rivals is the closest to it, but Rivals is like a hybrid between a fighter and a shooter. So it feels kind of weird, and then they put you in that EOMM system, so it's not like a true fighter because you're still going against a matchmaker. Whereas like in fighting game, it's just you and that dude going at it, or you and that girl. I might have to stream up a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 game here, champs, just for namesake. I might have to go and stream a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 because that's one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, we're gonna get on the Super Smash for show. We might have to stream a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 because I still play that game, but I just haven't streamed it. So, yeah, we're gonna have to do it one day. You know. It's like the hell tides changed. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here, Chance. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to the city. Because we have to turn some stuff in. And we're going to go ahead and run some chests up. Alright, we made a lot of progress, so that's good. Okay. Where's it at? They want me to go to a nightmare dungeon. Let's start it up. Where's it at? I can't remember how to do this, James. Alright, let's go. To me, does this game look like No Rest for the Wicked? So, to your point, this is what they call the genre's ARPG, right? So, all these genres, you see how they're top down? They're looters, you fight hordes of enemies. That's the genre. It's kind of like saying, well, Call of Duty looks like Battlefield, or Overwatch looks like, you see what I'm saying? They're all kind of first-person shooter, Counter-Strike, Valorant, etc., right? Those are first-person shooters. Then you have tactical shooters. You have sub-genres within the first-person shooter. Then like fighting games, right? That we talked about earlier. So those is genres. So this is the genre. This Diablo, Path of Exile, you know, No Rest for the Wicked. Believe it or not, the guy who is making No Rest for the Wicked used to make this Diablo game years ago, like 10, 15 years ago. So he worked on Diablo 2 or something like that. And he said that he was disappointed because I went back and started learning about who he is. He's like, the combat ain't involved. The game just feels kind of brain dead. So he went through and added his rendition to the game. And that's, so to answer your question, yes, it is similar because it's the same genre. Except No Rest for the Wicked is a lot harder and it's a lot better. Why is it a lot better? You just gotta play it. You gotta play it. It's more horrifying. It's terrifying. It's hard. It's got the gear, it's got the loot, but you have to actually know how to fight in that game. Like Diablo's more just kind of stand and swing, right? Stand there and attack. You have the gear, you can just kind of face tank everything, turn your brain off, and just smack stuff. And that's what he was saying. It's like, man, I wanted to have a little more interaction. I didn't want to just stand there, so he added that Souls-like combat to it, right? Where you got to roll around, dodge. There's dodging in this game, but it ain't really like that. Like No Rest for the Wicked. See, I'm kind of just standing here and kind of face tanking some stuff, even though I'm not hitting hard. You can't do this in No Rest for the Wicked. It's just not possible. You just can't do it. So No Rest for the Wicked is this, like times 10 in my opinion, as far as just being a better game. Now I do like the visual of this game better. I do like how it looks more. No Rest for the Wicked has more of a goofy look to it. But that's, it is what it is. But yeah, you're spot on with that. Same genre. Baldur's Gate. Have I tried Divinity? So, I've heard great things about that game. To answer your question, I haven't because it's a turn-based game. I don't like turn-based games anymore, right? You know, those games to me just aren't. They're not fun because you're just waiting on your turn to kind of get cooked. So I don't like that. But I heard the story was phenomenal. Yeah. What about you? But I've heard nothing but good things about it. I wish they would make a game like that with free combat. So even if they kind of ARPG'd it like this game or whatever to make the combat real time, I would definitely play it for sure. But anything that's turn-based, I'm not playing it. Like even that game Claire Obscura 33 or Expedition, whatever it's called, that game looked incredible. But it was turn-based, so I didn't play it. One thing I really like about this game is the visuals. I like the visuals. I like the music. The combat is the weakest part of this game. But everything else for me is there. Revelation from the nation. It's going down from the underground. Currently playing Divinity Original Sin. Vibes amazing. That turn-based as well. My first time playing turn-based. That's what's up. What is your first time? It's not a promise to you. Like me, one of the things, I didn't say this, but one of my favorite games growing up was Final Fantasy. So all the Final Fantasy games up until a certain point were all turn-based games, right? And that's just what it was. So what happened was, I don't know if you heard of a game called Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite games of all time. What Kingdom Hearts did was it took Final Fantasy characters and Disney characters and made a whole world out of it. But what they did that was revolutionary is that they made free time combat, which was at that time was never done before. Not that I've seen. And the combat was great. Combat was free. If you needed to heal, you just healed right then and there. In the middle of combat. No pause menu. It was all real time. You had to do it on your own. There was not, hey, you gotta wait your turn to heal. And so they revolutionized the game, the genre in a way I've never seen before. And so after that, I couldn't go back to turn-based. Right? And then, you know, if you've ever played any of the newer Final Fantasies, they're not turn-based anymore. So they finally caught up. Took them a while, right? But they finally caught up. One of my favorite Final Fantasies is Final Fantasy X. Still turn-based though. So even like 10 games in the Final Fantasy, they were still doing turn-based, even though Kingdom Hearts came out way earlier than that. So it's kind of one of those things that, you know, for me, it's like once you go forward, I can't go back no more. Because the combat just feels too organic. And it feels, you know, too rewarding and fresh to go back to standing there and waiting for an enemy to attack them. You know what I mean? But that's just me. And everybody's different. This week, dog work's been having me on them 12-hour shifts. Damn. Sorry to hear that, champ. Thanks for still dropping into the stream. I know you're busy. Them 12-hour shifts ain't no joke. But believe it or not, I used to work in the airport myself, and I had to work a 12-hour shift. It was mandatory every single day was a 12-hour. And the way my situation is looking in life right now, I might be working 15-hour day shifts coming up. in the next week or so if things don't turn for me. So just letting y'all know now, champs, that you may not be seeing me stream that much anymore, you know, because, you know, you just got life and you got things you got to take care of. Now, I'm hoping things will turn in a different way sooner than later, you know, but at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. So I'm about to be hitting 15-hour shift days real soon, probably in the next week if something don't turn. So y'all might only see me once a week or maybe even once every 2 weeks after that, because I might just be recovering, you know what I mean, from being a slave. But at the end of the day, you know, all you can do is what you can, you know what I'm saying? So I told my spirit, I said, listen, you told me to start streaming. I've been obedient to what you told me to do. This is what you want me to do. You got to make a way, you know what I'm saying? Because working 15-hour shifts every day, I'm not going to be able to work 15 hours a day and then come and play a game. I'm coming straight to that bed. You heard me? So that's something that might be happening real soon. Regardless of the work day, it's been great, champ. Blessed to have a job, and man, saying love, encouragement. Oh yeah, no worries. Appreciate that. Oh, yes, it's tough out here. It's tough. Hopefully they giving you that overtime. Uh-oh. These guys are tough. I might die here, champs. That's cool, champ. I'll keep in my prayers. We'll see. Yup. We'll see you live. We'll see you live, you heard me? Okay. It's always a good thing to level up. Let's level up. What you on tonight, champs? What y'all playing tonight? Starting to body these fools now. It is what it is. Gotta wake up, keep them prayers up, and level up. Yeah, man. Hopefully, you know, favor will accompany us around the way, man. That's what you need in your life. You need the favor force with you. I couldn't have said it better myself, champ. But whether it's with us or not, like you said, we gotta keep going. I need some more resolve. Let's get out of here. We need some more defense. Oh. We're gonna keep winning from within, though.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? It's just what it is. We just gotta keep winning from within. Once again, you heard me. Yeah, we're gonna have to get some better gear here, champs. Get out of that. Yeah, we need more power, champs. We need more power. Some heal within. That's what's up. Funny because no one is dying in here. I'm about to die. We need more power. Whoa. I'm dead again. You just need better gear, bro. You don't have no gear. These guys are not giving me any experience, man. That's why it's taking so long to get strong. These fools ain't giving me nothing. Alright, good stuff. Alright, let's see what we got. Fools, I'm out here fighting for my life, champs. You ever played it? I heard of it, but I don't think I played it. Yeah, I've seen it actually before. I think it might even be on Game Pass. Isn't it on Game Pass? Appreciate those likes, champ. Game looks good though, man. The season is actually a lot harder, man. I've never seen this game this difficult. I guess they made the game harder, champs. This game is actually pretty hard right now. Smack them up. Getting burnt up by something. gonna have to change some skills up. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna have to change something up here. Alright, let's see if that helped us at all. My dude is so slow, champs. Goodness gracious. Yeah, they did make it harder. They nerfed my sorcerer to the ground. Wow. Yeah, this season feels hard. It's never felt this. I'm like level 20 almost. I've never felt. It's only on hard difficulty, right? And hard in this game is not very hard. I'm like, why am I struggling right now? I'm not mad at it per se, but it's just more like my experience is just slow. I've been struggling in the Hell Ties. Cause see, first I went Spiritborn and I was just hella bored. Like I wasn't struggling with the Spiritborn, but I am struggling with the Barb. And it's probably because he doesn't have no range. You know, he's just out there brawling. So I'm out there having to face tank. When I'm Paladin, I don't really struggle because he's like super tanky. But they kept nerfing him, so I just said, let me try Barb, because I haven't played Barb in a while. Like, I like him, but I'm just not doing the damage. And they're doing a bunch of damage. That's what's crazy. They're doing all the damage. They're doing damage I'm not used to seeing on hard difficulty. So yeah, it looks like they just leveled it up a little bit. But I heard the sorcerer is still strong this season though. I heard she's still going crazy. But you know, you still don't have your ult though. Get your ult, get your skills up, and it's probably be better. I don't remember this boss. Alright, let's go. We need more. That's what we needed, champs. This is what we needed. We needed this gear. That's the problem. We just don't have enough gear right now. This should help us though. Our gear, we just under leveled. We just need more power. That's all we need. Hopefully this will help us. Here, give me that movement speed. Hold on. Alright, this is going to help me here. 2% bonus kill experience. Alright, that's good. Give me that. It's going to help us level up. 3% strength. That's pretty good. What is this one? Yeah, give me the strength. Yeah. I kind of want speed, though. Yeah, let me get that speed. Give me the speed. Bro, it's so slow. I hate running around that slow, champs. It's like, God, dog, come on. Does that help a little? Yeah, a little bit. We're gonna have to get some boots. Till we get some boots, it's just gonna be slow. Appreciate the likes. Okay. Let's go to the blacksmith. We also leveled up. We got 2 points. Bonus damage is increased by 10% and allies receive full effect. You also gain berserking for 4 seconds. We'll try this, but it doesn't seem as good. We'll try it though. That's kick. Kick's not very good. There's leap. Leap is mid. Now we have an ult. Call the ancients. Alright, so what we'll do here, we'll try them all out. We'll try the Berserker first. That's not worth it. 90-second cooldown is too late. That's too much in this game. 50-second cooldown is kind of long, but it's not crazy long. 90 seconds is absurd in this game. We're not doing that. Alright. Let's go hit up that other dungeon. We got one down. That helped out a lot. Helped us get some more gear. We've been struggling. Once we get a little bit stronger, we shouldn't struggle as much. But we are pretty weak right now. Which is strange to say in Diablo. That's pretty cool. Alright. Looks like that's helping us clear out quicker. There's like 1,000 bow and arrows being shot at me. I ain't gonna lie, this ult taking too long. It's strong though, I do like it. It's pretty badass, I ain't gonna lie. So we'll have to keep it. That's sick. I like that a lot. 205. Yeah, we just gotta get rid of it. I'm reading it up. The meta right now? Wow. You know, it's so funny, right? You know, during the beginning of this season of the game, they were saying that the, what's his name? Barbarian was really strong. But I ain't tripping, you know. Come on, kill him. There you go. All right, let's switch it up. Let's try a different build real quick. Let's try something different. I want to try something. I got something I want to try. Hold on, champs. That was called the Ancients. Okay, let's try the Wrath of the Berserker. Now, this has a crazy long cooldown, which I hate. I don't like crazy long cooldowns. Why? Because this game, we're constantly attacking. So we need to be able to do things quickly, right? As soon as possible. The longer it takes to get things done, the worse. So I'm going to do War Cries damage, increased by 10%. And I gain Berserking for 4 seconds. And that gives me 25% increased damage and 25% movement speed. And I don't have to sit there and wait for 20 seconds to use that ability. Well, I guess I do. Never mind. Alright, let's go. Let's try this ult. So far, it seems pretty mid. So I don't like it. I already have my favorite ult. My ult is the one I like is the Kratos ult. He basically takes a chain and he spins it around. And you get to use it like every 30 seconds. So it's pretty strong because you can use it a lot more. And it hits 3 times. So I'm going to go and equip that. I have a certain play style. I like to play a certain way. So we just equipped it. Barb was up there too, slower. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, see, all that stuff, that's like to your point for like them dudes that hit like Pit 200 or, you know, I've never gotten that far in this game. I'm more of a casual, you know. For what I do, kind of every class is fine. You know, but when you go into the extreme of the extreme and min-maxing, yeah, those seem to be. And see, I was actually a Spirit born, but I was bored. It's a very strong class, though. I've always said that. To me, that was always the most busted class, just because of the abilities and just the things that that class can do. But I was just bored playing it, so I just stopped playing it. Now I'm starting a new character, which is the Druid. I like the other ult better. I think the other ult is cooler. I don't know, champs. Let's look at the stats on this real quick. Okay. 200 damage, and they get stunned. Wow. So they get stunned and they get bleed. So they're basically getting a bunch of attacks. Man. I like summoning the Ancients, champs. I've always liked summoning stuff, so we're gonna pick that. Get repetitive, yeah. You tried that No Rest for the Wicked or nah? If you haven't, man, that game is gonna be. If you're into these kind of games. The thing is with this ult though, it doesn't have the impact. Like when I use the ult for the other one, I stun them. So they get stunned. When I use that ult, they kind of just stand there. So I'm kind of between the two. I'm not sure which one I like more. We'll try it one more time. Yeah, eventually every game gets repetitive. It's just a matter of, you know, how much fun are you having during it, you know? You haven't tried it yet? Yeah. We're running through a lot faster now, though, ever since we got our ult. Appreciate the likes. Alright, let's try this one again. And then this actually sounds like a good weapon. But is it better than my stun, though? Let's try it. Let's try it. What else does it do? Okay. Nothing crazy on here. Rallying Cry. So this basically just gives me a speed boost. But which I don't think is worth it for just a speed boost, to be honest. Okay. What about this? These are interesting because I don't know. I don't know what to pick. I only have so many slots. There's a lot of things I want to try, but like I have to pick between survivability right now. Nice. Now, if I don't need the defense, here's what we could try. Because I've been struggling to stay alive lately. So, But we can try, and it might be too early to try this, but we can try it and see what happens. We can try to get rid of the armor, which gives me a barrier, so I have more survivability. No, we're keeping that. Yeah, we ain't getting rid of that. There's another one that gives you 20% damage reduction. He ate that. We're kind of terrorizing now, though. Yeah, we'll definitely keep that. It's like 15,000 of these fools out here. Wow. We might have to replace that ult that we had, champs. We're not doing no damage. I'm dead. Get this shrine. They're still coming. Wow. So that there's one move that I have that's kind of mid. I'm gonna get rid of that. It's really not good. I'm gonna replace that. Wow. They're still coming. It's insane. Yeah, they definitely made this game harder. Yeah, they definitely upped it up for sure. It was never like this. Not on hard. We're just on hard, champs. We're not far into the game. We're not high level. We're not doing nothing crazy. Get out of that ass. Yeah, that was tough. For me, I like to look at a lot after the damage activate shield. With who? Okay, that's huge. These are some big items. Okay, so we're gonna tweak some things. We're gonna get rid of this. I didn't like it. I don't think it was very good. What about this? Death Blow? I've tried that before. I wasn't a big fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I tried that as well. Leap, I've tried Leap. This is good. Charge is actually pretty good. The charge is good. Charge summons 2 ancients to charge with you. Swing for 74 damage. Let's try this. Let's go. Yeah. I'm actually liking this game right now, champs. I'm liking it a lot more than I did with than Spiritborn. Let me get my Call of the Ancients back. I do like this move, but that's actually a really good perk. Those perks. But I don't feel like I was doing enough with it to be an ult. Where did he go? Let's go. Cooldowns are crazy long though. That's the biggest downside right now. Thanks for those likes, champ. God bless you, dog. Appreciate you. As always. Man, this would have been a great time to have my ult now. Frozen? Get out of there, get out of there. Good work, good work. Appreciate those likes, doggy. God bless you in a real way. I like Call of the Ancients, but weapon swaps reduce the cooldown. Reduces all other active cooldowns by 2. That's a huge perk of that right here. I still can't decide though which one I like more. That's good for clearing out little hordes like that, you know? Going the wrong way. Come on. At least we run faster with this book bag on. Main character sounds straight up like Kratos. He does. Straight up. Especially with the Kratos chain, right, that he spins with. He sounds just like... That's what I like about this class, though. He reminds me of Kratos a lot. Sounds like a straight badass, for real. He sounds just like him, too. You know, because Kratos has that kind of iconic voice, you know? It's a good observation. He does sound a little different, but he does also sound pretty similar as well. Alright, let's kill this boss. Appreciate those likes, Revelation. God bless you, dog. Just kind of face tanked him. Okay. Got our first legendary, but legendaries really aren't nothing special in this game. 50% increased damage based on available. That's good. That's a good item. Let's get out of this dungeon. We also leveled up twice. So let's try. Hold on. We go with this. Activating it reduces active cooldown by 2 seconds, which is pretty big. Each attack gains additional effect. Two-man slashing deals increased damage to vulnerable. That ain't really worth it. What is the perks for this? Okay. It's okay. I don't think I want to spec into this right now. What about... Let's get some more damage up here. We need more damage. That's what we need, 'cause this is my primary skill right here. For real, he's ready to club up someone's face at any moment. Straight up the Blade of Chaos. And no, yeah, that's what I like. That's why I like that ult. Thanks for the 12K champ. God bless you. That's why I like that ult, because it just reminds me of Kratos. Now, I like his other ult better, but I like the ability to use items very quickly. Now, there are ways to put cooldowns on items and such, but, you know, 30 seconds is always better than 50 seconds, right? So I could use that a lot quicker. Even if it's not as cool.
Don't ruin all that work.
And that's the thing. Oh, you just gotta, you gotta play your way, Because it's not like that ult is that, like that other ult is cool looking, but it's not like it's that much stronger. You know what I mean? It's just, so I'll take the delay. Okay, let's turn in this mission.
What? They are. We'll make them see.
Thanks for the gift, champ. God bless you, doggy. Okay. I already been here. There's a whole bunch of stuff we just got from this. We about to hit like 10 levels. Nice. I do love getting the loot though in this game. Okay, legendary while fortified deal 104% increased damage. Am I ever fortified? I don't know. Not really. Right now it's just about item power. Don't worry about the stats. We're not high level, we're only level 20, so it ain't like it matters really. The item power is king right now. What is this? Hammer of the Ancients? What? Whirlwind. Let's try Hammer of the Ancients out. I know I've been running this double swing. I can't remember what this does. This might be some kind of throw build. Let's just sign this. Let's just try it out. That bullcrap can get off my screen. Yeah, let's just unassign this real quick. Hold up. Yup. Eat that. Just take one out of there. Let's try something here. We doing some tests, champs. Seems like a projectile base. Oh. I think I know what this is. I think I know what this is. Everybody runs this whirlwind build. I can't stand whirlwind. I don't know what people like about that crap. Spinning in the circle all day. Alright, let's try it out. Alright. You put me on to No Rest for the Wicked game is amazing. It is. Hey, accumulated watching your streams. Yup. Straight up. Straight up. Appreciate the gifts, champs. Mean that in a real way. God bless you, doggy. Yeah, No Rest for the Wicked is something sick. It's not out though. So that's just early access. But I won't be playing it right when it comes out because I'll be on Gears and then there's Phantom Blade Zero. But I will get to it eventually. You know, it's just there's other games that I want to play more than that because I've already played it right early access, even though they have changed most of the game. Whereas with the other games, I never played them. But yeah, that's definitely we definitely gonna be on that game for sure. No doubt about it. That's the best ARPG game I've ever played. Straight up. It's better than Diablo. It's better than Path of Exile. In my opinion. It's actually one of the best games I've ever played, honestly. It's in my top 10.
I'll be here, swinging away.
Looks like they reduced the amount of hell ties that you can do. There used to be a hell tide all the time. Now there ain't no hell ties no more. Yeah, champs. It looks like they nerfed the hell tides too. There used to be a hell tide constantly. I don't see any. Okay, here we go. We got one here. Let's go. There used to always be a hell tide. Now it looks like there's not many anymore. Okay. Let's see how we do.
The secrets, the knowledge.
Straight Kratos right there. Oh, we didn't even try out her different attack. All right, let's try it out. Let's see how we like it. Okay. So yeah, it's just like a AoE kind of. It's kind of boring though, I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of boring to me, so I'm gonna get rid of it. It's strong though. You know about Whirlwind. We don't want Whirlwind. Upheaval. I've done this, yeah. That's where he kind of, yeah. I've done that. Yup, I figured. Okay. Let's try that. Okay. More damage. Why didn't he finish the ult? Oh, hold on. We made a mistake. Hold on. We have to reassign the skill. Okay. Might be a glitch in this because the ult said that I get 2 additional charges. 3 charges. We'll try it one more time. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know what it did, but it nerfed the build, so we're gonna get rid of that. Hey, Revelation, God bless you, man. Get some rest. Keep winning from within. We'll see you on the next one, champs. Appreciate you, dog. I don't really see anybody here for real. Alright, we're a lot stronger now, champs. We're gonna go to a treasure chest. We're gonna open the treasure chest up, and then we're gonna shut it down for the night, champs. I think we'll be on The Last of Us tomorrow. This game's looking good though. I don't see any treasure. Okay. Summon one, depending on your last weapon. Summon one very strong ancient for twice as long. Your ancient gains additional power. Okay. We're a lot stronger now. Doesn't mean we're invincible. Funny, I don't even know where my I can't even see what's happening right now. This ult sucks. He just stands there. Yeah, this ult is garbage. Ain't even helping. I don't even know what's going on right now. Okay. We need to find a treasure chest here. Damn. User, appreciate the share. What's going down? They used to tell you how much treasure chest costs They don't do that now. Alright, so I'm gonna hit this treasure chest. And then I'm gonna go to the boss and then we're gonna shut it down. I may not be strong enough for this, but we'll find out. She hit hard, yo. I might not be strong enough for her defensively. The help is here, so that's good. I don't even know where she's at. She's dead. Summon it up again. Come on. which is way better on paper. So we'll take that, get rid of it. Okay. What else we gonna level up? Let's find the rest of the treasure chest and we're gonna head out of here. May have covered them all. I thought there would be more. Appreciate the likes, champ. What's going down? What's going down from the underground? Okay. Let's head here. One thing I don't like is so they said that they updated the skill tree and stuff, and they did. But really, you're just they gave you a lot more points to just upgrade the same moves over and over again. These chests that used to be good, but not really any good anymore. Guess it really don't matter, huh? Because it's the last night that we on this for now. Alright, let's head back. We pretty much done cleared everybody out. We were struggling for a while, but now we're wiping everybody out. This is what I'm used to. I'm used to wiping them out like this. It took a while to get here, though. Appreciate those likes. Of course. Of course I play the guitar, champ. That ain't just for show. That's my therapy instrument. That and my my tribe's flute behind. I don't know if you can see it, but that's my tribe's flute. So that's the Native American flute. I mean, that's what people call us, Native American, but we're indigenous here to this land, so that's my flute. Play that as well. So yeah, man. Only play though, honestly, when I gotta get stuff off. You know, get stuff off my heart, get stuff off my chest. Some of my homies, they play it all the time, every day. I don't play that much. I just play kind of only when I need to, if that makes sense. It's like therapy for me. It's like poetry for me. So it's weird when you play the guitar, when you play any type of musical instrument. I don't know if you have before, but man, there's been times I played that guitar, bro, and I just started crying, and I felt fine, but it'll just unleash some stuff inside of you that you didn't even know was inside of you, man. So that's my therapy instrument right there. Oh, you play? That's what's up, man. Yeah, what you play guitar? What you play electric? You play acoustic? You play both or what? What kind of style do you have? Yeah, that's what's up. Ain't nothing like it. It's nothing like playing an instrument, man. The way you can express yourself, and it's really just unique to you, you know. Once you get into that zone, I don't know if you've ever been in that musical zone, it's really hard to explain, man. It's just really kind of otherworldly, man. I'd say it's spiritual, you know, just there's been times I played that joint and it was like it wasn't even me playing it. I ain't even gonna lie. It was just like I was watching. It's like I was watching myself play it, but it was. You just can't really put it into words, man. You know, it's just like a spiritual experience, you know. Electric, yeah, electric is sick though. I love the pedals, man. You know. When I play electric, I gotta have my pedals, man. I gotta have those reverb pedals. I gotta have that. I gotta have that kind of ethereal sound. You know, that really that just does it for me. You know, that's how I like to do it. Oh yeah, it's a gift, man. There ain't no doubt about that. Everybody should at least try it, you know, sometime in their life, because it's just a form of expression, you know. That's all it is, really. That's all it is. It's very important to be able to do that, you know, to express yourself and do it and express yourself freely. And that's what I love about music, man. There's no right way, there's no wrong way, there's no good way, there's no bad way, you know, it's just your way. So if someone likes it, cool. They don't, cool. Who cares? You know, it's like I do it for me. You know, so people used to always want me to play for them too. I was like, I don't play for you. I play for me. If you happen to be around while I'm playing, that's one thing. But I'm not gonna just pick up my guitar. You know, that's not happening. But you know, I got homies. They like to play for other people. They'll bring a guitar with them everywhere they go, and we'll start playing. People will start singing, and you know, you just start vibing out. You know, you just have some of the most dope vibes, and got some drummer homies. And once you start playing in that kind of band-like element, like even though I'm not in a band, but once you're like around people that just play music, you're just like you're like in a band, but you're not in the band. It's some of the coolest stuff, man. Just synchronizing like that, and there's just nothing like it. It's really not. It's a beautiful feeling. Oh yeah, champ. It's a beautiful thing. And there's so many styles, man. You know, that's what I've come to respect and enjoy, just, you know, throughout time. I have more of a jazzy style myself personally, but you know, there's a lot of people who got different style, you know, and they'll be rocking out, you know. They be rocking out hard too, you know, so they be going crazy. So yeah, it's a good time, man. You know, I ain't never met nobody that plays music that was negative when they playing their music. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's a sad song. Like, one of my homies, like, he had the most saddest song I ever heard, but it was one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. I asked him for the chords of that song. It was just an amazingly... The chord progression and structure of that song was just incredible. I don't know how he did it. And I forgot the song, but I do not forget how impressed I was with how good it was. With his chord progression and the way he synced the chords and the sound of it. It was incredible. But it was a sad song. You know, he was really heartbroken. He was crying. You know, he played it, and after he played it, he was crying. But man, it was a beautiful song, man. So it's just a great way to, you know, release how, you know, what's going on in your life. You know what I mean? So whether it be good or bad. Then we got times where we dancing around and, you know, we happy and chilling. That's the beauty of music. It's just a wide range of emotions, you know? Yeah. It's real. If you're around some real musicians, you're gonna see that for sure. Yeah, because musicians are very artistic people, and they're very in tune with what they do. Whether it's drawing, whether it's singing, playing music, it doesn't matter what their art is. You know, martial arts. If it's art, they're in it. They're really into it, and that's how they express themselves. You know what I mean? So they, you know, a lot of musicians' most hurtful periods of their life, they make the best songs out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the worst things they've been through, they turn into a song and it turns into a hit for other people. But that was like a real thing in their life that hurt them. You know, so a lot of times, you know, for a lot of people, not everybody, but pain is a great, for some reason, it's just a great channeler of great music a lot of times, you know. Not for everybody, but for a lot of hit songs that you know, that we know. I guarantee one of those top 10 songs is a heartbreak song. You know, it's a sad song, or you know, and then there's some happy songs too, like both. Man, this is a song I feel good when I hear it. You know, so and that's what people relate to. You know, they relate to both. Exactly. You can't forget it. You know what I mean? You can't. Like, one of my favorite songs is a happy song. You know? Every time I play it, my mood goes up. Every time I play that song, I feel better. Every time I hear the song, I feel better. Doesn't matter how good or bad I'm doing. When I hear that song, and it's not my song, it's called Biblio's Carvings. I don't know if you heard of it, but check it out on YouTube. I learned how to play it. Biblio's Carvings. And it took me like a week to learn it. And I just kept studying those chords, and I just feel better every time, you know? And so that's my good, you know, that's my feel good song, you know? So could be a mood booster too. That's how I was gonna shut this thing down. Biblio, so Biblio, Biblio Carving. Biblio Carving, Carvings. And you know, just typing it on YouTube or something. It's just a nice kind of snappy, joyful song. You know, kind of a simple chord progression. I think those are the best ones in my opinion. But yeah, it's just a great song, man. In my opinion, you know, to me, it's a great song to me. Where's everybody at? I think they're all dead. Thank you, man, for the oldies. God bless you, champ. Appreciate it. Okay. Yep. Ain't no worries. That's just one of my songs that I really enjoy. All right, let's get out of here, champs. So, champs, that's where we're going to end it for tonight on that Diablo. I think tomorrow I'm going to be on either God of War or Last of Us. I'll probably be on The Last of Us most likely. We'll start that stream up. I've been talking about it for a while, so I want to get it done. Appreciate all you guys for coming through, hanging out here at the Win From Within family. Everyone keep the prayers and meditations up. I'll see you on the next one, champs. God bless. Shalom. You too, God bless. Thank you. We'll see you next one.